Hi. I just had the weirdest couple of minutes. Um, where, like, so first I went to, like, my little private friend's Discord to be like, hey, I'm streaming now. And the entire Discord screen began to glitch out and show, like, bizarre. It looked like analog horror creepy. I guess it'd be digital horror because it's Discord, but, like, the kind of creepypasta imagery literally started happening to me in real life. And so I was like, okay, maybe it's a memory thing. So I close all of the Discord stuff, and then it starts happening to other things. So I just restarted the whole computer. And while I was doing this, Bree noticed the tab on my tea bag hanging out of my cup, and she's never done this before. But she hi Bree. She grabbed my tea bag by the tab and pulled it wet and dripping directly out of my teacup. Hopefully, it doesn't censor me for saying those words, and ran with it across the room. So I was chasing her well in a creepypasta, trying to get my computer restarted. And anyways, as soon as the restart happened, everything was fine. So it was just almost certainly a memory thing that was caused from Streamlabs being tired or something like that. Who knows? But it was very weird. Anyway, where were we in Fatal Frame 3? Hi, everybody. Hi, how's your day going? How's your beautiful Tuesday? Tell me all about it. But yeah, so Ray, Miku, and Kay have all been trying to get into this weird shrine that just everybody keeps blocking off, or Ray keeps waking up before she can actually go in there. So, first it was sealed, and then it was second sealed, and then there was a ghost who tried to kill her if she went through the door, and then etc., etc. So we've seen outside this one area in the garden corridor briefly, and then every single time it's just kicks us back to being woken up. So the ghosts don't want us to go there, but we're going to go there. Also, we'll see how far I get into this. I probably will have time for Kay's full chapter. Might not start another one. I was doing heavy gardening stuff earlier, so my arms are kind of tired. So we'll see how the buttons all go for me. Please tell me that this is actually the correct stream and not a fake stream again. I'm just going to double check that before I actually get started. Because that would be really silly to not have anyone get to join me on it if that were the case. You know how it's just you don't have this fear until suddenly you're given a new fear because the thing happened? No, this is the only one that is scheduled and it's showing us live, so we should be good. Well, I'll get started and people can join me when they're around. These are all important things to remember that we're doing. Wow, slightly skewed angle. So we are playing as Kay. And this is the chapter that I'm going to try to set things up so that we get the quote-unquote picture ending, which is A, the canon ending, and B, the good ending. And you can only get it on New Game Plus, and you can only get it in a specific 2 of Kay's potential chapters. And I'd rather do it in this one because, well, you'll find out very soon, but there's a thing that happens not too long from now in the game that kind of makes it hard to roam around. What's the menu button again? It's been that long. First, let's check your camera, buddy. Well, that's not really going to buy us much, is it? Alright. Oh, I didn't mean to crouch. I forgot that he could do that, but that's the circle button. Alright, map. Map. So, first things first, in order to kick off what we're doing, we are going to go to visit Miss Kyoka. The fastest way to do that would be to go down these stairs, I think, from the barred hallway. Or up these stairs, I suppose. Missed her. Let me get an item here before I go on in to deal with Miss Kyoka again. How's it going? How's it going, Miss Kyoka? What's everyone been up to today? I think I missed her. So we're gonna throw hair at me now. Oh no, you're right here. Oh, hugs! Hugs! She just wanted to hug. She just wanted a hug.
I won't let you go.
Oh, there you are. Found you. There you are, I see you.
I won't let you go.
Cannot take a picture of the screen, which is part of why this room is just very annoying. Alright, I see you. You're drifting around over here. Drifting around over here.
You would come back.
Now she's gonna throw hair at me. She always throws hair when she says, "You said you would come back."
You would come back.
You can get a shot on her while she throws it, but only if you have an unobstructed line of sight. Girl, where are you? Ma'am? Ma'am? I hear... Well, she missed me. I didn't move, she just missed. Okay, that was a weird movement. Alright, we're teleporting. Good shot. Good angle. Alright, there's something shiny on the floor where the ghost was. This is your only chance to get the Dianthus key in the game. If you come in here and then run away from the fight, you're allowed to do that, but you do not get this key. And I think if you don't come in here at this point, you also don't get this key. Anyway. Still cannot open this yet, but that is our plan for today. First, let's take our little key and go downstairs. They changed the angles on this room. Oops, no, wrong way. Wrong door. That means I might have to fight her again because she's crying again. But I don't see the filament lighting up. I'm just gonna check the chat because I see that 4 people are watching, but I'm not seeing chat pop up, so I want to make sure I haven't accidentally disabled that. Nope, there it is. We're good. Because that would have just been very silly to do a whole stream without checking. Alright, so that Dianthus key goes to the little room in here. If I remember correctly, anyway. Yes, I was right. Let's take a spooky photo. An image of something has been caught on the photo. It's a girl looking into a well. And you don't need this by any means to finish the game. It is simply the only chance that you can get into this room. Okay. Cry harder, baby. Cry harder. Alright. So, at this point, our job is to run as far away from the plot as we can to start doing the non-plot related stuff. So let's see. The fastest way to get to the second floor hallway is probably all the way back here, through the partitioned room. Yeah, we want to get to the stairs hallway and move that dresser that only Kay can move. Even though I know that the triggered sequence is no longer happening here, I got scared running through this room like, oh no, is Reika gonna show up? I always run through this little side. Nothing is flickering, so probably no ghosts around. Gotta get out, gotta get right out of here. Great. There's the dresser that we need to move. However, I'm going to pop down the other stairs first just to save, because we haven't saved since we started this run. And this is a kind of key moment for us. It's really important to make Kay move furniture. It's time, it's time. The dresser that only a man can move. Finally, we have brought a man here. Man, he's caked up. I don't say this approvingly, it's just a fact. It's just a thing that's true. There seems to be a door in the wall behind the chest. Maybe it leads up to the roof. Maybe I could get it open if I could shift this chest. Isn't that such a survival game animation right there? The room, it's happening. All right, time to walk across another roof. He also moves slowly on these. I hear Miss Reika is attacking again. Where are you? Well, I guess I'm just going to keep walking. It's not Miss Reika, this is Kyoka. This is Kyoka's sound. Girl, where are you? Ma'am? Are these your windows? Like... This is confusing, but... I guess we're just going to go in this room. I guess we just know that she's on the move. Yeah, that is an item. Thank you. There's a book on the floor. Purple Diary 4. The manor has been closed off due to the unleashing, yet I'm not allowed to go outside. I wonder if I'm destined to remain in solitude forever. I can already only remember his face vaguely. That picture he left, that last earring he left, I left them all back in the manor. It's all so hazy now, it seems like it was all just a dream. I at least wanted him to just see my hair. So this is Kyoka's diary for sure.
Be back.
Did that not count? It was a full... if I submitted that to, like, a ghost photographer, they would be like, wow, that's unbelievable evidence that you caught, because it was a complete view. I think this is... if we look across... Yeah, we're in the hearth room. Or at least over the hearth room. Alright, well, she was standing on this door, so... I don't think there's anything else to do in this room, unless... Wait. No, I thought that this was a hidden ghost. Is it not a hidden ghost? Do I need to do that first? Maybe I'm just misremembering. Hi, Diane! How's your day been going? We are currently unlocking the good ending. We are doing the stuff that you can only do on New Game Plus. Well, you can still do the activities, but ultimately she will not drop the key that you need in the first playthrough. There's a joint in the floorboards. It looks like it opens up. Ooh, dinner's nice. What do you have? Hidden under the floor is a ladder leading down. I think I can get down from here. Alright, let's go then. Hello, okay. There we go. Ooh, curry and rice. I wish I could have that, but you know I can't. Sometimes we make fake curries with just all the other spices.
Have you come back?
Hi, Kyoka. I missed you too. We just fought. Can you let go? Oh, you're right behind this pole? That's annoying. Yeah. Something blocked the view of her face there. Which is her favorite go-to move. She was about to throw hair at me there. And for once she wasn't completely blocked doing it. Got her. Something shiny has been left behind where I saw the ghost of the long-haired woman. The Holly key. This is the key she only drops if you do all of the sequence and it's New Game Plus. This is the only way to get the good ending, and now we have to go back to her room and open up her drawer. Oh, I also found a part for the camera obscura. I have the pierce lens already because I did this before in the hopes that it would work on the first playthrough, but it doesn't because she just doesn't drop that. There's still ghosts glowing? No, there isn't. Alright, first things first, I'm going to quickly dash up the stairs to save because I have the key, and that's so important. And then I'm going to go back to her room. Technically, if I didn't do it this chapter, I could do it in chapter 12 instead, but... well, we'll get there and I'll explain, but something makes it very difficult to spend time doing anything extra very soon. Come on, Kay. Now, what's the quickest way... Before I go back to Kyoka's room, although I'm not going to forget, I am going to just... A, get this item, and then B, pop up the other way so I can move another dresser before I forget. Because I'm pretty sure... Let me just check the map to be sure, but I think... if I... Which one's up? Not that one. If I go up through the hearth room... This way, yes, this is where the other blocking thing is. Oh wait, how do we get in? How do we get in? The futon room, the fastest way is... Okay, the only way... So I'll actually do that after I've gone to Kyoka, because I'll need to go to the other side of the map to do this. There's a dresser in here that just blocks a shortcut that I'll also do while I have Kay, because only Kay can move dressers. All games should have New Game Plus antics where you get, like, a completely different ending and whatever. Fastest way to Kyoka's room is probably through the other side of the hearth room, then. Because I can just go through here. Yeah. So let's see if any ghosts are blocking that off for me today. But I do agree that, like, having things that you can only do on a second playthrough just makes it more interesting. And, like, the other Fatal Frame games tried to do this, like, well, if you do a different playthrough, you're going to be playing on a different difficulty, which is simply not always the case. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. So I can get also to the Great Hall from here. Should I do Great Hall first and move Dresser? No, I'll do Kyoka's room first, just so I don't have any chance of forgetting. I think it's this door to get into the bell hallway. Yes. I think we're done getting attacked by Kyoka after we've got her key, but we'll find out. It's always time for Kyoka. Nope, don't turn down. If I still have my hand on the thumbstick because of the camera angles changing, sometimes you just turn around. Alright, Kyoka, I'm here to take your stuff. Well, we still have the weird room angle, I see. The lock has been opened with the holly key. Carefully put away inside the drawer is a bundle of purple cloth. Wrapped up inside it are an old book and an earring. A remote, closed village centered on the so-called Kuze shrine still holds a ceremony based on oral tradition. It has been passed down to the present by the Kuze family. While collecting information, I was allowed in as a visitor to the Kuze village. Following a story I heard there, just as I thought, they hold a shrine ceremony here related to the tattoo. The Sleeping Priestess is a song they sing during the ceremony. Here, the song is called the Handmaiden Song, and at the tattoo engraving ceremony, it is sung to subdue the priestess when she receives the holly. Their use of punctuation is working terribly with the quotes, by the way. Anyway, copy editor in me. The holly comes from the tree of the same name. The word is thought to derive from the word ache. I asked to see the actual ceremony, but I was refused, as males are prohibited from the Kuze shrine where the ceremony is held. The Handmaid's Song has a hymn verse not in the Sleeping Priestess, but the person who knew the meaning has already passed away, and even within the Kuze family, an explicit meaning has not been passed down. It is mere hypothesis, but I will attempt to interpret these lyrics. Verse 3. Go to the other side, go to the other side. Cast the boat, take a ride, cross the rift to the other side. Further and further to the other side. It must sail, bearing your tattoos and our offering of tears. The opening Sleep Child changes to Be off to the other side, and the song develops from there. In fact, this verse does not once mention the word sleep, but focuses only on the traveling to the allegorical other side. Perhaps this implies the priestess will be sent away somewhere? The rift, the other side, seems to signify some sort of passageway between this world and the other world, the so-called spirit world. If the line bearing your tattoos refers to the sacred marks in verse 1, then the tears are an offering in this rite. These words signal a final farewell. Was this last verse sung when the priestess wearing the bib was sent off to the other side? Does the song signify human sacrifice, or is it a song of gratitude to the priestess who bears the tattoo and passes away? I cannot determine which until I see the actual ceremony. You added Legend of Song 3 Original to your file. There is a photograph between the pages of the book. It's a Kei look-alike. He resembles Kei. Could this be the author of this book, Akido? Is this from Rei's point of view? Akido's photo added to file. There is a small decorative stone inside, as if it were supposed to go together with the book. Kyoka's earring. This is the item that triggers the good ending. So things are going to be slightly different from here, from a version you haven't seen, but I'll explain as we hit different points. A beautiful decorative stone. Did it once belong to her? Let's check our notebook. The lullaby. The lullaby in the manor, the Handmaid's Song. According to a book left in the manor, this song is meant to soothe the pain or holly of the priestess and praise for her repose. The last verse sends the shrine maiden off to the other shore once the etching of holly has been completed. Go to the other side, go to the other side. Letting go of her pain, she crosses over to the other shore. The gate is opened, and countless souls attain peace at her passing. And people... Woman with comb. The woman who pinned her combed hair to the wall and awaited someone's return. The man she was longing for, Akido, was a folklorist doing research into the lullabies. He was invited into the house as an outsider. He met her here and then disappeared. She must have been waiting for him ever since. All alone, combing her hair. Alright, so we have done it. This should have, at this point, triggered the proper next ending. It was this door that we came through? No, I don't think so. We don't want to go to the barred hallway. We want to go to the other hallway. So yeah, that's part of why I guess Kyoko was so obsessed with Kei here. Alright, next up we are just going to quickly pop over and move another dresser because we're a man. I won't say no to that. So we need to go through Himuro Mansion a little to get to the correct side, which is over here. Hopefully we don't get attacked by any weird ghosts. But why would that happen? It's very quiet in this room. The changing camera angles are cool, but also... Alright, here's the room with the dresser. There we go. Shortcut. Just gonna check here for items. I don't remember. Nope, musty, rotten bedding. I don't like the sounds of this room at all. I'll probably get attacked on this stairway. We really haven't had random ghosts yet, which is strange. What did I say? Sounds like priestesses. I'll just go in here so I have room to fight them. Or are we having another case where they manifest but don't actually come to fight me? Maybe they're upstairs. This has happened like several times this run, which is very strange. Maybe they're downstairs? I was just down there, though. No. Okay, they're gone. That's weird. Interesting. They agreed that it had been a while since random encounters. Let's see. I could check. This is the way down from the hearth room, to the hearth room, rather. What's the fastest way to where I'm going next? Now that I've got the earring, I need to go to the garden corridor to try to get into the shrine. So if I... Technically, I can go that way pretty easily, just back the way I came. Or if I went down into the hearth room... Yeah, I'll just go into the hearth room. That's faster. Is that this away, or... No, that's where I just came from. That's from the stairways. This should, I believe, have opened up all of the available shortcuts. Oh, hello. Okay, she triggered here and then vanished instead of deciding to fight me. Like, I'm not going to complain, but it's very weird. Not used to a ghost-free run, as it were. I'm just going to check. There's probably no items in here. Why would there be? Nah. Alright, well. Time to go to the garden corridor and then finally enter the shrine courtyard after so long. Ghosts are being strange today. There you are, ma'am. It's the woman under the floorboard, just hanging out. You can get a better, more easy angle if I remembered that you can get her this chapter and you just go down here instead, because she'll still appear. But as longtime watchers will know, I kept going in there just like, ma'am, don't you need to be here, ma'am? Finally saving again. All right, let's go in here. Here we go. The worst part of this game. What is this? The air is so heavy. It's like some sort of miasma. I can feel something odd in the air around me. That which lies sealed within the manner of sleep, that which lies on the other side of the rift. What could possibly be inside here? I've got to do something about this miasma. The explanation of the purifying light has been added to files. So, we're just going to go into the menu super quick. Miasma is the only thing that keeps Fatal Frame 3 from being my favorite Fatal Frame game. Essentially, it goes to this black and white mode, which is very hard to see, that only goes away if you search for and top up on candles all the time. And while it is active, not only is it hard to see, Reika is going to start absolutely following you around and dogging your every move. And Reika is, of course, the big bad enemy. You can't fight her at this point. She will just touch you and start draining your health constantly. And it is going to be like this until the end of the game at this point, despite there being several chapters left. And what that means is that when I play, I've played this game, this is my third time playing, even though it's only technically my first New Game Plus on this file, because I've played it on PS3 before. And this is the actual PS2 version being played on my proper TV. PS3 has a digital download version, which still exists if you have a old PS3 you want to hook up to PlayStation Network and grab this for like $10. But yeah, so I'm very familiar with this, and I've never end up spending any time exploring or enjoying the ambience or going around to try to find things in these last chapters because it's too annoying. And I love this game so much. Everything about the themes and the writing and the voice acting and the art and the storytelling is so, so good. But the miasma just absolutely, it knocks it down from top place for me. 2 will always be top place for me specifically because 3 fights you on wanting to play it. Like, where is this? Where is the thing I'm trying to take a picture of? I don't know. There's something on the ground. It's not purifying light, though. Reika's appeared. I think. Or maybe there was an invisible ghost there. I just want a purifying light. I thought there was one over in this side. Yeah, when games get in their own way. Alright, I'm going to see if there's an invisible ghost there by going back there and see if it... Yeah, it does. Okay. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just trying to follow where this is the brightest. There we go. Something has been caught on the photo. Alright, let's go to the other side. Oh, item. So hard to see. Well, I'll take type 0, but I'd love a purifying light. I thought there was one in this area. I guess not. Wait, there's an item in this corner. I'm pretty sure. Also not purifying light. As you see, the one thing that I'm focused on right now is purifying light. I've removed a thick bar. Where are you? You're probably at the top of the stairs or something, huh? Oh. Over here? Another creepy image. I'm going to look at the map because I really can't read what I'm doing here. Alright, this is from the outside, so let me try the stairs. They shouldn't let me go up anywhere, but yeah, I'll have to look for another way up. Do I have to turn to my left? Oh, I see it. Is this correct? Nope, wrong way. What am I looking at? Sorry. I need to see what that is. Okay, item. Dropped for me? Okay, pinwheel key. It was dropped. Good, I'll need that. Come on. Door open. Alright, we are back in the Osaka house. You would think that the thing that I'd want to do at this point is go into the main room. Sorry, let me follow this first. Is that behind me? Yeah. Yes. So here's the hearth room of that. You would think the thing I'd want to do now is go save. Did not get a picture of them, could not get an angle. But there's two girls up there. So there's a save point in here. However, the last time I played this, Reika is just hanging out in this room. And I will then get chased. So we're not saving. We're going to go up and follow the twins who we could hear, but not get a good picture of. No, only got one of them. It only focused on her. There. Let's get both of them. Pair of twins. Also, the longer you say in Miyaza mode, the... Oh, hey! The mummy just appeared out of nowhere. What the heck? No? This... I don't seem to be able to get what I know are hidden ghosts. They're supposed to be there, but I don't know what lens I don't have that we're supposed to. Alright. There's knocking sounds. I don't love that. Alright, let's go past you, buddy. Now we get to do a pinwheel puzzle. Let me just look at it for a minute. Alright, we got 2 red, 1 orange, 1 blue. That should do it. Oh, I should actually just show you guys 1 second once I go through this door. They can wait. Let me see. The purifying light. Here's what I'll read for you. When your condition becomes miasmic, when the colors become monochrome, even more dangerous ghosts will be attracted to you. If you can get the purifying light, your condition will turn to normal while it is lit. If you can find the purifying light scattered about the manor, you can replenish your light. However, you cannot stock up on the light. If you go back to the real world, it will be fully replenished. Anyways. Where are you, ma'am? I hear you sobbing. The tearing. We have a bunch of tomes. That tattooed priestess who cannot enter the sleep of no regrets must be stripped of her tattoos and sent to the other shore. The removed tattoos must then be enshrined in the tranquility of the stone shrine, and the lullaby must be sung to pray for an end to the pain. The tattooed priestess who will not sleep, who cannot endure the pain, will be enshrouded in misery and cast into the rift. Rite of Purple Ink Tome. Those who would offer their pain to the priestess must allow the red and indigo of living and dead blood to mix together to become the ink of the soul, which is then used to tattoo their pain into the priestess. The pain etched in with the ink of the soul appeases that memory while the pain flows into the priestess. After the pain has matured, the ink of the soul must be rinsed away with the running water of the other shore. These books are a lot easier to find with a frickin' light. Where are you? Are you upstairs? You're probably upstairs. Yeah. I will deal with that once I've found more books. Purification. When the last passage is opened, the rift is filled with a miasma. The darkness filled with the miasma casts the world into eternal night. In this eternal night, the souls of the living shine brightly and attract all manner of unspeakable things. Use the purifying light to light the darkness. The blue flame glimmers faintly in the darkness and purifies the miasma. I should have found one already at this point. This is where I came up. There should be 2 more books. 1 more book. Once the tattooed priestess's ritual duty has finished, the door to the other shore must be opened with a mirror that can reflect her pain. The mirror of loss, which reflects the pain, shall be placed in the shrine of loss. She must break it with her own hands and cast her love away. The tattooed priestess casts away her love and takes the last passage deep into the abyss, where she will be hidden in the chamber of thorns to sleep for all eternity. The last one might be up the stairs. No, here it is. The priestess's pain is reflected in the mirror of loss. The commandment must be placed upon the priestess's empty eyes. If tattoos should enter her eyes, the empty eyes will become mirrors, and all of her pain shall be unleashed. If the commandments break and the priestess awakes, the gates will open and the rift will spill forth from the chamber of thorns. The rift which spills forth will pass through dreams into the world, and love will be consumed by torment. Alright. Now that we've done that, let's go upstairs. May I please have a light? Oh, do I need... Girl, I can't see you. Anyways, it was the crawling woman again. You're behind here.
Help me.
An image of something has been caught on the photo. Okay. This is how the purifying light works. And now it's going to take a moment to transition the whole scene. You see how much easier it is to see things now? See how much nicer this all looks, even though there's corpses, I suppose. But my desire right now is to start rushing because the candle will burn down. I can make it. It's a little far, but if I don't think about the height, I could probably jump across. I'm just going to check around the corner super quick, or try to. Whoops, sorry. No items. Brave man. We are now on the roof of the engraving shrine, which we were not able to get into. Let me see if there's a reason to go back this way. There is not. We are now into the mode where I start to hurry through things, as you can tell. Except that Kate can only walk really slowly on the roof. Where are you? Well, wherever you were, I didn't see you. Up here, maybe? It went into the door opening cutscene, so you can tell, but the candle just burned down a little. There it goes. Cool. Another film. We are trying to get all of this beautiful Type 90. Oh, we can't get there because that is on. We can't get a view of this until we're on the platforms, as I recall. Oh wait, maybe from here? It's vibrating a little, so I might be able to. No. Nope. And I'm not going to take a lot of time to look around for the perfect shot. He has to walk slowly on these, which is just mean. Come on, pick it up. I can't. Alright, that was a waste. Alright. This is a fun game of walking around on ceiling rafters with a time limit. Cool. Hi, Bree. Nope, don't nuzzle that, please. Yes, I'm actually going to. Cool. Cannot get a picture of her. Alright, so I can go down there, but I want these items, so I'm going to step back out here briefly. Items are always worth it, unless you can't pick them up because you can only carry one of them. Can we please take a photo of her, though? No. Alright. That's mean. I mean, they're ghosts, so I can't really save them. See? Too late. On the spine is written piercing of the soul. It must refer to some ceremony that took place here. If the feelings of loss for those who cross to the other side begin to spill into dreams, they shall bring great trouble into this world. Those feelings of loss must be etched into the priestess as tattoos in the piercing of the soul. The tattooed priestess who has been engraved with the pain shall then bear that pain into her sleep and calm the troubles of this world. Cannot imagine any way this can go wrong. The altar is arranged with braziers and other equipment used in esoteric Buddhist rituals. In the center lays a pedestal meant to hold a round plate of some sort. There's a small engraving on it. Offer up the mirror etched with the holly of the priestess. Perhaps you can fit something into this pedestal. And now we fight. You can see my candle running out as we do this, so I'm going to a higher... I don't want to fight two of them at once, frankly. Cool. I've taken one of them down, so now I can switch to type 14. Otherwise, they were just mobbing me. These are not... Oh, that's scary, and I don't like that. It's dark now because they got my eyes. Alright, less hugging. Less hugging. I know I'm very huggable. That should do it. Cool. Anyways, I'm just going to check quickly for items, and then I'm going to leave the area because there's nothing I can do until I get the round thing, the mirror that can go there. Also, this is just really creepy looking. Could that be a body under... What do you think? What do you think? Alright, it looks like Ray is waking up. That means we finished chapter 10, and we did successfully, in fact, set up the good ending. Which is called the photograph ending. Alright, it's daytime. Let's look at our notes. Let's get some film developed. The hidden shrine. The area around the sealed shrine was full of evil air. Now that the door is open, the air has escaped and entered the manor. The seal's been broken and there's no turning back now. Carved into the altar inside the shrine are the words, "Offer up the mirror," etched with the holly of the priestess. people. More news about the tattooed priestess. The woman who appeared in my dream, her whole body was covered in a blue tattoo. A ceremony took place inside the shrine to etch her body with the tattoo. Is it true what the old books say, that she was etched with Holly to take on people's pain and suffering? Could this nightmare be her own Holly? All right, let's wander through our house quickly. I believe Ray gets a visitor this day. We'll find out. First, let's check for use notes, see if there's any new information for us there. No, nothing there. Anything in the desk? No. Miku's probably not in her room, so it's probably fine to check that, but there's usually nothing of interest there regardless. Oh, hello. You're awake. Hi, kitty. Yeah. Yeah. If the kitty is awake and sitting up, you can play with and or pet her, depending on what she wants to do. It is rare to find her in a playful and cuddly mood. She's a good girl, though, yeah. I like her blue eyes. One more pet, and then we'll move on. Her name is Ruri. So it was definitely worth wandering to Miku's room for literally no reason. Let's see how the ghost doll is growing. Yeah, that's a lot of hair. Anything on Miku's desk while I'm being nosy? No. See, Ruri has laid down to sleep now, and I would no longer be allowed to interact with her. So I caught her at the ideal moment. Today's going to be a blessed day. I'm sure of it. Hi, Miku.
Oh, good morning.
I'll talk to you in a minute. I need to develop some photos before I talk to you in case you end the day on me. I need to get those photos developed so that you can research them. Anything spooky happening in the bathroom right now? Probably not. It's during the day. Huh. Wait a second. It didn't change angles. Oh no. I just didn't go far enough. House seems pretty unhaunted during the day, although the mold stain on the wall appears to have turned into a face of twisted agony. That's probably fine. Mold just does that sometimes. One of the many reasons you've got to get it treated. Wait, that ended the day? I didn't even get to talk to Miku. Okay, okay, that's just mean. Let's go talk to Miku now. Hey, Miku's singing. That's not a good sign.
Ray? What's the matter?
They still haven't talked, by the way, at all about all of this shit that's going on between them in the horrible dreams that they're both having. Miku, I'm sure that he's calling to me. Miku. Ray, I left Mafuyu. I left Mafuyu all alone in that place. I came back by myself. I was the only one who was saved. Miku. I just want to sleep.
Miku.
So that's why we went for the ending we did. Also because I didn't want to play on hard mode, but that's the canon ending. Notes. Immediately writes down notes about Miku in front of her face. Behind Miku as she sang the lullaby, I saw Amane, the girl with plaited hair. Maybe Miku is being influenced more by her dreams and Amane than I am? I lost my brother. Were those Amane's words or her own? Begging for help. The shrine maiden with plaited hair who called out to Miku for help. She was hiding on the third floor of the library deep within the manor, crying and calling her brother's name.
Mafuyu.
So I'm going to have to re-trigger her in order to get the research that we've done, or... I mean, I could just load from save, I guess. I'm going to explore the house and see if I get a chance to talk to her, and if not, I might load from save so that I can get all the research done, because we are running out of time to get all of the research. For reasons that I don't need to get into in this juncture. No scary ghosts this time? We got one crawling up on us in there before. Should have talked to Miku before. Well, I can always load from save. No ghosts today in the red room. Well, the dark room. Red room means something different. Okay, let's see if going and coming back means I can talk to her now. Sometimes she needs me to leave her room.
Oh. I'm sorry. Did you need something?
Miku, I was wondering if you could research this photograph for me. Thanks for all your help.
I see, but... Ray, I'm a little nervous.
Oh, honey. I mean, you should be, but oh, honey.
Lately, all I can think about is the past.
Will you not research...
Back when I was a child.
Will you not have her research the other one?
Oh, I'm sorry. I blanked out for a second.
Bree's now in my lap.
It's raining again.
Alright, let's try leaving the room and coming back in again. In case that lets me try another research. Maybe she wasn't actively researching anything right now, or she would have told me there, though. So that's good. Even if I missed a chance to talk to her about something. Not the end of the world there.
Lately, all I can think about is the past. Like back when I was a child.
Okay, can I walk around you? No? You're... Okay. I'll go around the other way. No ghosts today? No ghosts in my house today? A house free of ghosts? Miku may have teleported in here. She does this sometimes. No. Alright, no ghosts in Miku's room. Other than the doll, which is contained. Nothing new to research based on what we've discussed? No. I'll just check the crawl space super quick, just in case. Alright, well, we're probably fine then. I'm not going to restart since I was able to give her the additional research, and I don't think she would have had much to say. Or they would have made us do it. Alright, any ghosts in my room today? Seems like it's ghost-free today. Alright, how lovely for me, Ray, that there are no visible ghosts that I'm dealing with. So we are going to save, and that's going to be it for me playing today. We got a lot done. We opened up a bunch of shortcuts thanks to Kay being capable of moving furniture. And we got through that room and opened up the miasma for us, which is going to be totally fun and fine for me. And we unlocked the good end, which is also known as the photograph end. There's going to be a couple of changes, not many, throughout that I'll tell you about when we encounter them. And other than that, the main difference we'll see is once the credits roll. So everybody, I hope you have a great Tuesday evening and a great rest of your week. I don't have another one scheduled right now, but Z is going to be playing E33 later tonight. Look at this photograph. So join us in a couple of hours for that. That'll be fun. Yeah, thank you for joining. I'll probably play more, I don't know, maybe Wednesday. We'll probably have a stream on Friday because we don't have other stuff going on Friday this week, I believe. I'll double check that. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, have a great rest of your week. I'll talk to you soon. Keep an eye on us scheduling live streams, and some point we'll create a schedule that we can share with people. All right, bye everyone.